What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is June the 3rd, 2023. Today we're going to do a video on Vortic. I'm sorry, not Vortic. I'm tripping. Fintoch. We just got done talking about Vortic. Look, I haven't moved on yet. And I think I missed some things in that last one, so I'll probably revisit that. But anyway, we're talking about Fintoch, all right? And in Fintoch right now, it's going through, it was a hard pivot, let's be real about this. This was a lending platform. Now it's mining and it's dealing with nodes. And it kind of went to a completely different way. But there are some things that could be exciting. But we're going to talk about just about, kind of what we have seen so far. And, I'll share my opinion. And I've kind of had this bounced around a few people and we'll continue on. Before we get started, I want to remind all of you, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, right? I'm just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I am cranking out that crypto in many different platforms, nothing more and nothing less than that. Now, if you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man in the comment section or the help me line or anything like that that's telling you to hit them up on WhatsApp. That will not be me, never has been me, never will be me asking you to do that. So stay diligent. Don't get nothing taken from you. Because if you do, there's nothing I can do to help you. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about it. So in my Telegram group, I've been kind of leaving some different things that I'm getting shown in the WhatsApp group that everyone have access through my Telegram group. But as we go back here, and I'm going there now, there's some announcements that have come out. The biggest thing is now people are taking advantage of the nodes, right? So whoever had vouchers and different things of that nature, they're using that to buy nodes. Now, I want to make sure that this is clear. I'm not using any outside money to purchase nodes. I was only using, and I only will use, the money that was already in the ecosystem before all these changes happen. All right, so whatever happens from this, it's going to be paid from what I already have. I'm not putting any new money in. So for those of you that are out there, I can't tell you what to do, but I will not be putting any new money in there. Now, we've gotten a few messages from the upline that are, kind of just saying, hey, they believe in the direction that FTC Supernode is going, so they're taking advantage of it. And of course, they don't want you to miss out. And, I make sure I put in that message that this is a message from the upline. I like to share my opinions with my mouth. So that's why I wanted to come on here now. I don't want to get overly excited about what this transition is. Understanding that this is all new to me from Jump Street in the sense of the technology that was being used. I have not seen a platform have an app that we've been using to earn and have a wallet and all these different things. And quite honestly, I was impressed by that. I was impressed by the peer-to-peer lending that seemed to be going on. And we have a quick note on that. We don't know how all the way factual it is, but this is just something that we received, and we'll talk about that later. But everything about what Fintoch was before the transition seemed like it was, a pretty cool thing. Now, the blockchain technology, some of the stuff that's over my head, some of the stuff that we rely on our brother blockchain Kojo to help us, to understand a bit. There's a lot of exciting things that these nodes are going to hopefully produce for us. We'll be able to mine this FTC, and we'll be able to earn from the mining of it. And of course, as the value of FTC continues to increase, that seems to be where our income is going to start to come from. Now, there's some announcements that were hopefully truthfully shared in the Zoom meeting Asia Pacific in the Singapore office. So there has been a little bit of a moving of the goalpost. All right, now we thought things were going to be up and running on the first, and these, let's be real about it. These things are indeed what we would call in this space red flags to us. The moving of the goalpost, and Fintoch really has not been around that long on our docket here to be able to give it the benefit of the doubt. We just have to watch and see. It's definitely been in the community as a whole for a good amount of time. I believe it's been around a year now, getting close to it. Last June and July, this was really exploding in the Asian market, and that's verifiable. To my knowledge, that was going on. It's still, there is a lot of belief all over the world still that Fintoch is one of the most impressive things that have come and great opportunities that have come. So anyway, let's jump into this this announcement that I put in my Telegram that we hope is truthful, of course, but we have to take it for what it is, right? So it says mining will start on June 7th, and we will start receiving mining results on June 8th, U.S. time, for those who subscribe to the mining program. So I have subscribed to the mining program through the nodes. I believe that's what they're speaking on. And me personally, I have about 70,000 worth of that in a single node. I don't have it spread out between several different nodes. And I know that our team, our upline, has 5 or 6 nodes at this point. So it's pretty cool that it's getting the support, because you can't really feel good about starting a second, third, or fourth node if the first one isn't good, or the second, third one haven't filled up, and there's not excitement around that. So I do believe there is excitement around that, and we'll just have to still wait and see. But anyway, let's keep going. Our capital will be refunded to us, refunded 100% after the Fintoch ecosystem is complete. Of course, that would be lovely. We'd like to see that, but of course, we'll wait and find out. The lending and borrow program will be reopened in July. The company will start the lending program again using FTC. If that happens, great. This gives us something to talk about till July comes, all right? But of course, this is still kind of a moving of the goalpost. Either it's that, or it's just we didn't understand here, BOJ, when these things were going to be rolling out, and that could be the reason as well. They have seeming to be a goal to reach after 3 months. 1 FTC equals $1,000. Now, that's no guarantee. In my opinion, you can't guarantee something like this. But if you match up the amount of users that are using Fintoch and the amount of people that have got the app and have funds in the app and the amount of money that's behind this project, you can only just sit back and wait and find out. The next one says, if there are new members who want to subscribe to Supernode, they can only subscribe if they have cash vouchers or can buy vouchers with the current cash voucher owner. And we've seen a lot of people, you know, in separate groups selling their nodes, selling their vouchers to people. I am not selling mine, so I don't necessarily know the process, but we've left information in the Telegram group. So anybody that's interested in that has the opportunity as well. If of course they get bought, that's up to the community. But anyway, reorganization of the network needs to be reorganized. Do the binding process immediately with the person who invited you to join yesterday. The leaders must convey to the lower network. So those of you that have not binded your wallets, if you are interested in doing that, if you have people that you have shared this with, they cannot bind their wallet until you have binded yours. I know that was the case for me. I could not bind my wallet until my upline had already binded it. And once that happens, it's a very easy process. I have left my wallet actually in here somewhere. I know it's got to be pinned. There we go. So it's right here. They're both pinned where I said, this is my wallet ID. I'm now bound. If you're my direct, use this to bind. Then process to share yours with your teams. Very simple binding process. I've also heard that they're going to be taking care of this soon on their end, just putting people where they should be themselves. I don't know that that's still the case, but we're going to continue to learn the most that we can. There is a replay from the June 2nd call. I have to personally watch this myself, so hopefully things that I'm saying right now aren't crazy outdated. I just need to I wanted to make sure that I've gotten here and talked about this, and then of course shared my opinion about this opportunity. Now, we've only been a part of it not very long at all, definitely less than 2 months, so it hasn't really earned that docket respect. It was a great, it seems to be a great tool. It did everything that we'd expect a decentralized wallet to do, like Liquid Trust Wallet, all of that great stuff, you know. And we understand that there are blockchains out there that are been successful. Tron, Ethereum, they are both examples of this. So we know that this is possible. We know what they are trying to do is possible. It has been done. We know there is a huge community behind this project. And we know that our money is tied in it. Whatever we put in there, we don't really have much choice but to kind of comply with what they've got going on. It doesn't make any sense for me to raise any hell. I'm not a hell raiser in this space because I know the risk for myself. I never put anything in here that I wasn't willing to lose. So even though it was a substantial amount, it was for the opportunity to take advantage of earning that passively every day through the lending program. And if this is something that they bring back in July, then great. If it isn't something that they bring and it decides to be a rug pull of some sort, it's already by some folks been called a rug pull. And I understand that analysis because it was something that just happened drastically. We don't have access to the funds that we had in there. The contract time was only supposed to be 7 days. So anything longer than 7 days, we're supposed to be having our capital back whenever we wanted it. But they totally flipped the switch on us and decided to make them vouchers. We're just hoping that these cash vouchers have some value in the future. If not, then this will be one of those things that not only we'll be talking about here on BOJ, that's one of the things that didn't do what it said it was going to do, but worldwide, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a lot of attention on a Fintoch, especially with all the events that they've had and have planned and all the things that they said they were going to do and trying to do. If it doesn't come to fruition, you know, it is what it is. We've kind of seen stuff like this before, maybe not on this scale exactly, but at the end of the day, we're always optimistic. We got to pay attention to everything. But there's nothing much that we can do now. It's not like we can just go in there and get our money back. You can try to sell your cash vouchers in the group that is in the Telegram group. If you like to do that, then go for it. That's your choice. You can try to shoot your shot and get yours picked up. I've decided to put 70,000 of my cash vouchers inside the ecosystem, and I have about 4,000 that I'm just kind of waiting out to see if there's going to be anything that we can do with that going forward. Maybe there's a cash out process in USDT, or maybe it earns my trust and I feel like I want to invest it. I don't know. We'll see. But as of right now, I want to have a little bit of both, some tied up, some not, because I want to be able to see what happens. I'm not going to jump to any type of conclusion. I'm just going to take it for what they are giving us. Of course, we should all understand the risk of the space, no matter how beautiful a project looks, ladies and gentlemen. We have to follow the same principles. Be trying to get your investment back as soon as possible. If you're not one of those people that really feel like you can follow that mantra of don't invest what you're not able to lose. And that is really the Bible of this space, ladies and gentlemen. I know there's a lot of people that hate hearing that and think it's cliche and this, that, and third, but it's the truth. The way you have to attack this space is you have to understand that you can't over leverage yourself from the start or even in the middle. If you are an active person, you sit in a different type of chair because, of course, as you share this with others, there's usually an affiliate program or referral program that is going to enable you to earn from the company and manage that risk in that way. But if you're just passive, then your strategy might be a little bit different than that. It might be to say, hey, I'm putting in, I want to withdraw as often as I can until I feel comfortable. And comfortable may be 50% to the black, might be 100% to the black, maybe 200% over the black, whatever that is, you decide. But that's something we all learn as we go and as we grow and as we assess our own personal situations and what we decide to do in these projects. And Fintoch is no different. It's no different than anything else we've ever done from that sense. From a technology sense, it's very impressive, and I'm hoping to see some better days. But let's be real, they've moved the goalpost, and we're just watching them move it. Doesn't mean we're not strong enough to run that ball another 15, 20 yards. Doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean we can't get a first down. They may have moved the goalpost. Don't mean we can't score. But at the end of the day, we got to keep an eye on, like, hey, y'all moving the goalposts. So anyway, I don't want to overuse that saying in one video. So what I will say is we're keeping an eye on Fintoch, but staying optimistic at the same time. Let's see what happens. All right. With that being said, put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all your wallets, because crypto is indeed the wild, wild west, y'all. If you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. All right, ask me how I know. It's not very fun at all. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, just make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man, because if he gets you, there is absolutely nothing that I can do to help you. So stay diligent in this space, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you on the next one. Peace out, deuces, and don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man. All right.